If I do this today, who's going to be here to tell someone not to tomorrow? I wake up rather early, brush my teeth, take my shower. Then I walk my dog if I don't just let her out in the backyard. Watch some TV for a little bit. Work on some of my art projects for school. Lay around for a couple of hours on my phone. Eat dinner. Sometimes with my mom, but usually she isn't home from work yet, so I just make myself something. Then I go to sleep and repeat. Wake up, walk my dog, eat breakfast, waste time, go to sleep.
And that's how you spend your day?
Yep. Sometimes it feels like I'm not even alive, like I'm just existing. There is this girl I talk to, though, before I go to bed.
Are you guys friends, or?
Actually, I'll call her, right? She doesn't typically answer, so I wait a few minutes to call her again, but I'll only try it a few times.
Does the girl ever answer?
Well, no. Usually I just leave a voicemail or just text her. Sometimes she responds to my text messages after a while. I think she's just really busy.
Maybe there's a reason she isn't answering.
I say hi to her at school, and she always waves and smiles back at me. We're friends. It's just weird because for some reason she just doesn't answer any of my calls. Sometimes I feel these things and I want to talk to her, and then these feelings go away, but they always come back.
Do you think she likes talking to you as much as you like talking to her?
I don't know. It's just whatever I was feeling would just go away. I would be happy. Like whenever those few hours she would tutor me, or those few seconds when she would smile back at me in the halls, everything would just go away. Sometimes I ask myself, will anyone think about me the way I think about her? I always seem to be the one that cares more. It's always me. Then I have to go to school with this mask on as if everything is okay. School itself has always been harder for me because of my dyslexia, so it's been difficult, and I care about my grades, but not enough to do anything about them. Also, I have a fourth period this year, so I have to stay at school for lunch. Usually I just eat in the bathroom, which is kind of gross.
Why don't you try and socialize with other kids?
I'm just so tired all the time that I don't even feel like talking to anyone. Besides, if I try to talk to people, they don't want to talk to me. It's like I'm holding them hostage.
What about sports or extracurriculars? Doing things with people that have similar interests as you?
People hanging out with me because they're forced to. I'm okay.
I don't see it like that.
I'm okay.
How's your relationship with your mother?
Not the best thing I got going either.
So do anything fun today?
No, not really. Pretty much just stayed in my room.
You know I don't like you staying in your room all day. Did you open the blinds at least?
No, it's my room. My choice. You know, I don't really have an appetite.
What did you eat today?
I had a bowl of cereal.
A bowl of cereal is not enough to get you through the day. Everything all right? You know, you can talk to me.
Can I? So what, you can take what I say and throw it out the window and leave me? You listening?
Yes. Is this about your father?
Can I please be excused?
Henry, you know,
Mom.
Yes, you're excused.
Sometimes I feel bad because I know it hasn't gotten any easier for my mom than it has been for me recently. I tend to take out my anger for my father on her.
It's been just you and your mother for 2 years now?
Yeah. You know, I like to tell myself that maybe I'm that one kid. I'm the kid that has to have a shitty life so 1,000 others can have a good one. But I know that's not how it works. And I know that there are kids in worse situations than me, and so I feel guilty, ashamed. I don't deserve...
It's okay. It's okay to not be okay. But what you have to understand is what you're feeling is a lie. You think it's always been this way and it always will be, but that just isn't the truth. You can and will get better.
Why do you say this like you understand? This feeling, it sucks. It sucks. There are days when I think I'm feeling better, and then night comes and it hits so hard, and I have no one to talk to. And I listen to these videos, and they tell me this is just me becoming a better person, but it doesn't feel like it. And what, now you want to tell me this is all a choice? It's not. It's not. You know, I think about my future sometimes, and I get really scared thinking about it. But it's hard to think about your future when you hate your present. I just wish I could go back to the past, before I had all these thoughts. Sometimes I lay in my bed and I hope I can fall asleep before I fall apart. I'm sorry. I just want this pain to go away.
I want to read you some things that other kids have said when they're in here, in your shoes. At the end of each session, I ask people to write a letter. This could be a letter of something that they want others to know, or advice they want to give, or just write down all their feelings that they're having.
It's not something I have to do, is it?
No, but I still want you to hear what they said. I want to talk about it, damn it. I wanted to scream. I wanted to tell someone. I wanted to yell. But all I could do is whisper, I'm fine. I don't want to wake up. It's almost like a reverse nightmare. I was having a better time asleep, and that's really sad. What I'm feeling is like being scared and tired at the same time. It's the fear of failure, but not the urge to be productive. It's wanting friends, but hating socializing.
Hating socializing.
I don't want to die. I just want to disappear for a while. I want to be happy like I was when I was 7. Not fake happy, because I know if I do this today, who will be here to tell someone not to tomorrow? You know, some of these kids go to your school.
I thought...
That you were alone? The best thing you can know is that what you're feeling, you're not alone.
You know that girl I was talking about? I think part of me knew that I was chasing after something that wasn't gonna happen. I was pretending that there was somebody out there that I could open up to. There wasn't.
I know you've had trouble letting people in the past, but you've opened up today. That's the first step. Henry, have you ever tried drugs?
I used to. It felt so good. So happy. I didn't know if it was happiness. It was like my mind was somewhere else. Like I had escaped my reality. It was only temporary. The pain that I thought was gone was still there. I guess I just realized you can't escape the truth.
And the truth was,
That life sucked. I wasn't sure if it was ever gonna get better. I just needed to get through the day. That's what it did for me. It got me through the day or through the night.
what about the times you ran away from home?
Honestly, it was the same thing. I had felt free. I'd run away from that miserable life. It didn't take long, though, for that feeling of being free to leave and for the pain to return. Not sure if I cared, though, by that point. Nothing else I tried seemed to work.
What else did you try?
What?
You said nothing else you've tried worked.
Yeah, I don't know why I said that.
Henry, have you ever tried to harm yourself?
Can we please be done with this?
Henry, I need you to...
I said, can we be done with this?
No, Henry. You just opened up with me. This is a safe place. I'm here, but you need to let me in.
Stop. No one cares. Stop acting like you care, like anyone else does. Okay, yes. I've tried things. But it's not as easy as the movies make it seem. Like, I don't fear death. I fear the pain you go through while dying. And so whenever I got there, I could never bring myself to do it.
Henry, suicide is never the answer. You need to live. You have a purpose. We all do. This is mine, here, talking to you.
Whatever mine is, it sure sucks.
Maybe you haven't found it yet. What if you had to get through this to find it? Times can be hard, and I'm not saying they're gonna get easier right away. But you've already got through the hardest part, which is admitting there's an issue. You're growing into a stronger version of yourself.
I need to go to the bathroom.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm fine. If I do this today, who's going to be here to tell someone to not do tomorrow? I want to be one of those kids. I'm going to be one of those kids.
Does it look like a film? Can you put a price on a life of freedom?